Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to Sportscast, North East Sports tonight. Obviously, we have rebranded the channel once again, thanks to our project manager, Lee Farrell. Has changed the name to Sportscast, which is more of a productive side of things, which we can talk about all North East football teams, not just Sunderland. Get the whole views from Newcastle fans, Gateshead fans, South Shields fans, get it all across the North East borders. But this evening, we have a bit of a controversial one tonight. We have a Newcastle United fan on the stream, which we will be talking all about Newcastle tonight, because obviously it's his team, so why not? So tonight we have our Newcastle United fan, Lewis York. Good evening, Lewis.
As people know me anyway from being on the shows anyway.
Yes, many times before we've been on the transfer deadlines together. So
Yeah.
there we go. So I've got a few questions to ask you. What I have set, what I've prepped. Then we're going to go into detail of the Nottingham Forest game and the Liverpool game, what your thoughts are tomorrow. And we might as well talk about Wembley as well, obviously getting through the stages and stuff in the Cup.
And we might talk about the Women's Derby coming up as well.
And the Women's Derby, we've got plenty to talk about, plenty. This will be a live stream that will go out to thousands of people, which will hopefully get a good amount of views, hopefully, fingers crossed. So, Lewis, I've got 3 questions to ask you.
Well, I know one of them already.
You know one of them. So, what is the first Newcastle game you went to, and who was it against?
To be fair, it's been so long. It's been about, obviously, one of your questions. Can I say the other question? How long ago since I've been to my first Newcastle game?
Mm-hmm.
It was about 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Can you remember who we were playing at the time?
No.
No. And what's so special about being a Newcastle fan, Lewis?
Well, I think you probably know, as being a Sunderland fan for you, it's the enjoyment being up and down, because you never know what's going to happen with the North teams. One minute we can be brilliant, one minute we can be crap.
Exactly, that's the problem. Sometimes you can have a downfall, sometimes you can have a really, really good time. And to be honest, you could have had a 3rd defeat on Sunday in the league, 4th defeat in the league on Sunday, because obviously Nottingham Forest could have beat you, but obviously
that game was, oh my god.
But we can talk about that soon as well. Another question: have you been on any other podcasts before about Newcastle United?
Well, I go on to PD Powerlock's channel, who does stuff people probably have heard of before. And I also go on the American Magpie, but it's been rebranded to NUSC Talks TV.
And the final question I want to ask you tonight, Lewis, have you ever met a Newcastle YouTuber in your life?
Yes, I say quite a bit Adam P. Quite a bit at the game.
You've actually met Adam P. before?
Yeah, I do see him at the games all the time. And when I get the shirts, sometimes I do get to bump into him with the shirts as well.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. Then bumping into someone like him, because great YouTuber, great Newcastle fan, which hopefully I will have on some point in the future.
Actually, that's a good point. If you can get him on, let's get me and Adam on at the same time to get 2 different points.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's an interesting point as well. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Obviously, your game on Sunday was obviously Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest. First half, Nottingham Forest scored first 5-6 minutes in. Then Newcastle went all over it and scored 4 goals in a maximum of 13 minutes.
I know that
sensational.
But that was unbelievable. I still can't believe it.
Then half-time came. I don't know what Eddie Howe taught them at half-time. Second half came out. He liked to pat the cards all over the place. Defence, shocking. Midfield, shocking. Apparently Bruno went missing half of the game. Fabian Shaw in defence, not like he normally is. Dan Burn apparently keeps turning his body away and obviously lets other players get on the ball for the other team. Which everyone
tells me about that game as well. the referee and VAR and the linesman and the fourth official missed it. Elliot Anderson actually slapped Jacob Murphy in the face.
That's one problem, right, with VAR. That's one problem with VAR. Sometimes you don't get to see the photos properly sometimes, and you know what? It's absolutely terrible what these players do to people.
That was quite clearly, even Jacob Murphy looked, if it was me, I'm not controlling this, I would have dived on the floor, holding me face, screaming.
Exactly.
That's what you have to do now, literally, to get VAR to have a look at it.
Exactly. And
I gotta well done VAR for giving that penalty for us.
Mm-hmm.
People saying that's a harsh one, but the laws of the game, if you jump up, turn your back, your arm goes out, hits your arm, it's a penalty, it's a handball all day.
It's a handball decision, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though it's a close, fair enough, it's close competition, like, you know the words, I can't say it properly. Close. You know what I mean, when it's close, but it's not too, people saying it's too close. No, he's jumped up, blocked over his hand.
And obviously all these people have controversial decisions on it. Some people will go, well, that's not a penalty, while other people will go, oh, that's a different pen. But Sunday, I watched that game. Was it Eastach's penalty what he took?
Yes.
I watched that one, and I thought that was 100% a penalty. 100% a penalty.
Yeah,
that's coming from
the handball one.
Me. Yeah, that's coming from me. And obviously I don't support Newcastle. I support Sunderland, but obviously I cover all the North East sports, like I've mentioned, all the North East football teams.
That's what's on about the handballs. The handballs. Like, good Jesus.
But yeah, obviously as well. How many were at the game on Sunday? I know was it a full seater? Was it full?
Yes and no. I'm going to explain it. It was 52,228 there.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever it's not there, it's covered to separate the home fans from the away fans.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a tarp. You probably have seen it, like on TV. You see a black tarp over some seats.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to separate the two fans.
Is that all it is?
And then, like, reality, it is a full house, but it isn't. Oops, I'm sorry about my camera moving, but it's not.
But what I've done is to get extra content on this channel, I have followed all of the Newcastle players, all the staff on there as well. On Instagram, I've followed everybody. So when this goes out tonight, people might say it on Instagram. I might put a post up on Instagram and obviously tag the Newcastle Official United page. All that, like I normally do with Sunderland. That'll be an interesting one as well to do that. But yeah, what was your thoughts on the game, Ben Lewis, on Sunday? What was your thoughts overall?
You probably can see in my face. What the hell just happened? It was like, what the hell happened? Like, I think what happened at halftime, Eddie Howe said, right, the game's done at halftime. Just sit back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think literally happened.
It's like
per saving our players' legs for tomorrow.
You were going to say Saturday or Sunday again, weren't you?
Yeah.
But you go again tomorrow. You go again against Liverpool tomorrow. Obviously, do you think tomorrow? Do you think the reason why Dubravka was rested was it because obviously there's a big test coming up against Liverpool tomorrow? Do you think we need to keep him in the goal?
No, I think we're giving Nick Pope a run of games to get fit, ready for Wembley.
You think Pope will be in goal for Wembley?
Yep.
Is that what you think he'll be in goal?
Yeah.
I think Dubravka will be in goal.
I think Nick Pope will be in goal.
Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But that second half on Sunday, I was out in the car in the second half because we had to go out somewhere. But that second half apparently was absolutely atrocious.
It was. We didn't have a shot on target in the second half to save that.
Ex-players, Chris Wood, did he have any chances? Elliot Anderson, did he have any chances?
Elliot Anderson didn't really have any chances. Chris Wood had one, messed it up. But to be fair, Newcastle fans, every time when Elliot Anderson took the corner, actually applauded him. Because obviously being a local lad, we didn't want him to go, but FFP said we had to sell him. If we didn't, we get points deduction. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I hate. Is the financial fair play and PSR as well.
Yeah, all this and all that. You know about the PFP or like PPF or whatever you call
the
it?
Public Investment of Saudi Arabia, PIF.
Yeah, like how much can you buy players for? Do you know how much you can actually spend?
We can't buy anybody because we're restricted because we profit and sustainability.
So what's the point in this? Actually, I don't get it.
This is the point. This is the thing. Newcastle, the Man City owner is worth £42 billion. I can't remember the exact number, but Newcastle owners are 10 times richer than that.
So the problem is they can go out and spend money on anybody, Manchester City and Newcastle.
But we can't.
That's an absolute joke. That's an absolute farce, in fact.
And the thing is, the January transfer window, Man City brought in 3 players, £150 million.
It's like
total, and Newcastle couldn't buy anybody.
It's like Mike Ashley leaving, obviously, to go in fuck office with chairman.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, this chairman who's coming, basically, it's like Mike Ashley returning again, just sitting in his seat and going, "We can't buy anybody." Just pretty much sitting there.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's been brilliant. He's been to more games than Mike Ashley has already.
Oh, he was at the game on Sunday.
Do you know why he was there? Was on Sunday.
Was it for the stadium plans or something I was hearing?
Yep, the stadium plans.
Also, so apparently it could get actually expanded.
But there's three options.
Mm-hmm.
Option one is to keep Option A is to build a brand new stadium on Leazes Park.
Bloody hell.
And then when we build a brand new stadium, knock down St James Park to make that into Leazes Park.
Mm-hmm.
Make it into a park. The other option is the extent on to the Gallagher end.
Mm-hmm.
The third option is it's not going to happen, is just to redevelop St James Park itself the way it is now. Just revamp it all. That's not going to happen.
To be honest,
it's actually going to be option one and option two. Personally, option one, I want a brand new stadium.
I think building a stadium on Leazes Park might be 100% better than now.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously it could go up to 65,000-70,000. Apparently, it could go up to even more.
Like, to be fair, I would say have a stadium where we do, let's say, for example, do 65,000 for the start.
Yeah.
And the possibility they expand as well, if we need to.
Yep.
That's like...
So, yeah. We'll just move on a bit now because obviously time's getting on. Not running out of time, obviously, but time is getting on. So the lineup against Forest on Sunday was Nick Pope, Tino Livramento, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, Lewis Hall, Bruno Guimaraes, Miley, Willock, Murphy, Isak, and Gordon. That was the lineup on
and
Sunday.
Isaac, you forgot Isaac as our main striker.
I said Murphy, Isaac, and Gordon.
I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah. But obviously Miley coming in at the weekend and Willock coming in at the weekend. That's a bit controversial by Aggie Hell. What the hell happened there?
I have no idea. Apparently Tonali had a slight issue. That's why we didn't start him. But he was fit enough to be on the bench and fit enough to come on.
He was pretty much touch and go on the bench.
Yeah, but I tell you who was the best player on the pitch by a country mile is Lewis Miley.
You think Miley was a good player?
No, he was the best player on the pitch.
Tell you what, right? I'm going to argue with you there a little bit. And I think, right, many people might go, Miley wasn't a great player on the pitch who was performing good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people's been saying that Hall is a fucking decent left back.
Yeah, Lewis Hall is brilliant along the wing, but Miley is brilliant in the midfield. So,
this is a question where I want to start because obviously I want to do this Liverpool preview with you as well now. So, does Miley keep his place in the middle tomorrow night? Does he keep his place? If I was a Newcastle fan, I would just go, he does straight away. But
I
does he
can see
deserve
two.
it?
I can kind of see two sides here.
Yeah, you can't.
I would keep him in, but I don't think Eddie Howe. I think like Tonali would come in.
You think Tonali will come back in?
Yeah, but I would love to see Lewis Miley play again.
The thing is, right, what you've got to do
is
is...
game too big for him?
The thing is, what you need to do is you need to rotate the squad. You can't have the same players in and game out, game in, game out,
Yeah,
game
that's
in.
the problem. Like Man City, Liverpool can have 4 different teams. Newcastle can only have 1 and 2 for the cup games against smaller teams.
Because for example, right, your rival Sunderland, obviously, Chris Rigg, obviously the age, he's 70-year-old, and he's playing game after game after game after game, and after all, he's going to get burned out after all. So you need to be very careful.
And his hamstring might go as well.
Yeah. Exactly, it can go at any point. But you think Miley will keep his place, but Eddie Howe will probably change it around.
Yeah.
Right, this is my lineup who I think will start against Liverpool. To be honest, I think there's going to be a change and go. I think I'm going to go Dubravka. I think Dubravka will come back in against Liverpool. Obviously, Livramento will keep his place. Fabian Shaw will keep his place. Dan Burn will keep his place. Hall, most of these will keep the places. Bruno Guimaraes. I think Willock will be on the bench. I think Miley and Tonali will go in with Bruno sitting in midfield.
Yeah, because Joe Linton's injured.
And he's coming back very soon, apparently, as well. He's coming back very, very soon. I was hearing the 10th bottom, apparently. He's touch and go, apparently. So, on the left wing, I'm going to go Anthony Gordon. Right wing, I'm going to go Murphy. Up top, obviously, the Swedish Alexander Isak will start up front again. Bench, I'm going to go Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier. I'm going to go with Joe Willock, obviously, William Asula. Botman will get his start off the bench as well. I'll probably be on the bench, Botman. And I think if it's too early or if it's not too early for him, I think Joe Linton will start on the bench as well because apparently
guess he might come on the bench as well.
Who?
This is weird because my friend went to the Birmingham game and he got me the program. I'm just going to read his surname out. Sanusi. Sanusi might be on the bench.
Could he?
Yeah. But have a guess how much this program is at Birmingham City.
£3.
£4?
That's a rip-off.
£4 for a program.
£4 for a piece of paper with pictures in. Like,
to be fair, Newcastle programs are £3.50.
Sunderland's only £3.
I think the only reason I think the Birmingham one is £4 because of an FA Cup game against Newcastle to get extra money.
Yeah. Obviously, Bruno as well coming in for obviously Newcastle as well. Obviously this season as well. Obviously, do you think he's going missing in some games though? Now?
Yeah. But I think as well, because he is the captain, you want to try and get there, but I think the captain's too big for him.
Captaincy role's too big for him, you're thinking? You think Trippier will come back in at some point in the squad?
Now and again, because he is... Hang on, hey Google, how old is Kieran Trippier?
I think he's 33, I think.
34 years old.
34? What was 33? 34.
Yeah, but he's 34 years old. He's getting to the end of his career.
Exactly, yeah. He's getting to his end of his career. So, obviously as well, tomorrow night, Liverpool is a tough test for you going down Anfield.
8:15 kick-off.
8:15 as well.
Thank you, Premier League. Me and you can, from being fans from the Northeast, how ridiculous is it for us? We normally put the games on stupid o'clock. The last trains finish at a certain time. The fans can't get back. Where's the fair in that?
Yeah, exactly.
But to be fair, one time we did play Bournemouth at home. It was a 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. But now again, we always get the short straw. Being fans from the North East, saying, "Oh, the fans will travel down, fine."
But yeah, Wembley I'm going to talk about as well. I'm actually going to record this on my phone. I'm going to actually record this on my phone as well and put it on TikTok if that's okay.
That's fine.
On my Sportscast TikTok page because get more viewers on there as well. 2 seconds.
I think I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to put my Wembley shirt on for that part.
Oh, no problem. If you want to do that, what you do.
Even though I don't want to really wear it before Wembley, but I can do this for this part.
I think that's a good idea, actually.
Because why not?
So, Carabao Cup final, Liverpool versus Newcastle United. Look at that. I'm actually going to get this on video as well. Look at this. So, there's Lewis York with his Carabao Cup final top, getting ready for it. Getting ready for the big day at Wembley.
Come
on the 15th or the 16th of March,
16th.
I think it is. 16th.
16th, yep. And I got me ticket.
Big, massive game ball as well, obviously. Tough test, Liverpool.
Against Liverpool.
Big club in this Premier League. But how on earth did Newcastle get all the way to the final? How the hell did that happen again? Space of 2 years, 2 Carabao Cup finals. One was against Man U, this one against Liverpool. Can you tell us in a few words what's your thoughts on Newcastle making the cup final?
It's hard to explain. I think it is literally hard to explain.
You feel a bit emotional, obviously, the final?
Yeah, I was emotional when we got to Wembley again. I think it's just like, well, because the first time we got to Wembley, I think it was just so early in the thing for us. I think it was a little bit too early. Like, into the Champions League was a little bit too early for us. But I think this year felt different. This year felt something different.
Yeah. And to be honest, do you think you're going to win Liverpool, or is there any way you can stop Liverpool from winning? Yeah.
Not really. I don't think we will.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just going down for obviously experience and stuff for the big
Get to Wembley again? Yes. Why not? It's just one of those things. Just the bit to Wembley. Like, you've been to Wembley a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm hopefully going to go down and make playoff finals on. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
If you get to the playoff finals.
Obviously, 62 points for us, 70 points for Sheffield United, 8 points behind. Could go 5 points on Friday if we win Wednesday. All that matters. If United fail to slip up against Portsmouth, we win Saturday again. We draw. Promotion's on still. Automatic promotion is still on. It's never over until the big lady sings.
But as I said this to a couple of people. Even some of my friends said, we don't want that. I would love to see all 3 North East teams in the Premier League again.
Right, so this is a question, obviously a controversial question. Who would you like to see from the Championship up to the Premier League? Who would you like to see? Obviously, realistically, this season coming up.
Leeds?
Leeds will obviously come up. They'll come up.
Burnley.
Burnley, would you like to see, obviously, Sunderland up there as well?
I would like to say it, but I don't think it would happen.
Don't think it'll happen this season.
No.
Never know. Like I said, never know. It's football. It's football at the end of the day. It's football. Things can happen.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at the Championship table because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you can check the Championship table.
I look. Obviously, Leeds, Burnley, maybe Blackburn.
Oh, Blackburn! Not thought about them.
Because
what about West Brom? Because we haven't been in the Premier League for a while.
Yeah, but plus Newcastle have that connection with Blackburn as well with Alan Shearer.
Do they still have that connection? Oh, they do, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, we finished talking about the Carabao Cup.
Yes, I am. So you can take it off if you wish.
Yes. Hi.
So, going to ask you a few more questions, obviously,
That's fine.
before we do wrap up, because I think getting the most out of you, your experience being a Newcastle fan, be nice to obviously
And the
talk
season ticket
about
holder for 14 years.
being a supporter for 14 years. So,
No,
this,
the season ticket holder for 14 years. I've been a Newcastle fan for all my life for basically 26 years.
so you've been a season ticket holder for 14 years,
Mm-hmm.
and also, as well, you've been getting individual like match tickets now and again, obviously, for matches.
Yeah, before I had a season ticket.
So, what's your favourite memory as a Newcastle United supporter? What you have, your all-time memory. Everyone's gonna have one.
There's two connected in a way, slightly different way. If
Come
that
on,
makes
then.
sense.
Yeah.
Gen took over to get that fat like idiot out of the club and beating PSG. The takeover, when that's going to be a memory because I was there. I was at St James Park when it got announced.
Yeah.
I was at the ground when it got announced.
Yeah.
And Champions League night beating PSG.
Beating PSG, massive
that
shock.
night was unbelievable. Like literally, I think there was 52,000, obviously 50,000 Geordies there. Just going looking at each other. What the hell's just happened? Literally, we were crying. We couldn't believe it. It was one of those experiences. You had to be there. You had to be there. It was just when you go into the game, you feel that like excitement in the air.
Yeah.
But for some reason, this just felt more an excitement. They said, we are playing PSG in the Champions League. Something's going to happen here. And it did. We beat PSG.
Right, this is a question for you, and you might think this is an easy question straight away and an easy answer. Who do you think is the greatest player to ever play for Newcastle United in their history? I know you'll probably say straight away, and I think I might know what you're going to say, Alan Shearer.
Yes, I know.
Oh!
Obviously, Shearer is a legend at the club. But you forget about there, behind me there, that's Peter Beardsley, brilliant player as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say Jackie Milburn.
Ooh, so just different options there.
But there's a reason as well, because I'm kind of related to him as well.
No way, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, man.
And even the funniest thing is, the Charlton brothers.
Yeah.
I'm related to them as well.
How on earth what the?
Yeah, because on my dad's side of the family, on my dad's mum's side of the family, yeah, that's on that side. That's how.
That's amazing, that.
I know. Let's see, how much shorty can you be like having family who played for Newcastle.
Right, last question before we move on to current team and management.
Okay.
How do you feel about Newcastle's rivalry with Sunderland? How do you feel about the time we had derbies? What used to happen?
I love them, but we get beat.
I know, obviously, you beat us in the 3-0 FA Cup around on the 6th of January 2024.
But to be fair, that game was so hard to watch on TV because the shirts clashed on TV.
I know. And
literally, we're watching. Like, the only reason you could tell the difference was looking for the shorts.
Not going to lie, but in that game as well against Newcastle and Sunderland, do you think Sunderland had some chances as well?
Yeah, but you did. But I think because we were a Premier League team, we won the Champions League, we had that little bit of experience.
You had that extra final productive quality, didn't you?
Yeah.
As well. But as well, would you like to tell we had derbies back if it's ever going to happen next season? Would you like it back?
Yes and no. if that makes sense.
Why would you like it back and why would you not like it back?
Because obviously the reason I don't want it back is because we get beat.
Because you get beat?
And the reason I want it back is to show the whole world what it means to be being 14 miles apart. Same, like very similar accents but different.
Mm-hmm.
But show true football fans, show the world what true football fans mean.
Yeah, because obviously Newcastle's a massive big club. Obviously Sunderland as well, and fan base in there is absolutely unreal fan base.
But I tell you what, there's actually a true fact.
Mm-hmm.
Not many people know this. You know how people say we were formed in 1892?
I bet you weren't.
We weren't.
When were you founded then?
The 1891, the 1 year before.
Was it actually?
Yeah, but they say unite, like, we joined as one in 1891, but we were united in 1892.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. That's an interesting.
Not many people know that, but we actually were formed the year before, but weren't united until the year after.
Go on to obviously.
And our first colours were actually red and white.
Yes, I remember that because do you know how I can remember that?
I told you.
Because I went on a wasn't that either? Because I went on a stadium tour for my granddad's birthday. I went around St James's Park for my granddad's birthday. God bless, but can't stand the stadium. But to be honest, I went round for him. To be honest, asking questions obviously as well. Actually took us into this little room where I had stuff from Alan Shearer years. I had stuff from different things from the Jackie Milburn stands or not Jackie Milburn, all that. Paul Gascoigne, all them eras ago when Newcastle players were around as well. Going back to obviously many years ago when Sir Bobby Robson was manager, bless him as well. Bobby Robson, bloody hell. He was one of the bestest managers for Newcastle United, apparently. Sir Bobby Robson as well as Kevin Keegan, obviously.
Yeah, Sir Bobby.
Sir Bobby, bless him. But yeah, we're going to go on to current team and management. What do you think of Eddie Howe's performance as a manager so far? Since he's been around. Do you think it's hit and miss, or do you think it's kind of...
It's Newcastle, isn't it? One minute we can be brilliant, one minute we can be crap.
Is there any time when you've blamed Eddie Howe for certain things?
Yes and no. The thing what we blame all the time is we can't compete because we can't spend any money. It's not fair.
Sometimes as well, I see many Newcastle fans complain about these substitutions.
Yes, these substitutions can be weird.
At times. Like, you take off Isak and you bring on Wilson at the weekend. Why do you not bring on William Asula? Why do you not bring on him?
I think the reason we bring Callum Wilson on does get some match fitness in these legs. That's the only reason I think we bring him on, just to get some minutes into his legs. Which
current player do you think has the most potential at Newcastle?
Oh, most potential? God. Probably Miley.
Do you think Miley's got a good potential while he's older? Do you think he'll have a chance to...
But have you seen... He's 18, but his face doesn't look 18.
Nah.
It's so weird. It's so weird looking at him. You go... I think why... You see why on his arm he's got a tattoo?
Yep.
And you know why he's got a tattoo for?
Why?
Just to prove everybody he's 18.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Literally, that's the reason.
Now, what's your opinion on the club's new ownership and its impact on the team?
Helped, but it's helped the women massively.
You think it's helped massively?
The first team has helped us, but the women's team has just gone extremely well. Because Mike actually didn't like the women's team. He was going to get rid of it.
Oh.
He actually got rid of it. The foundation picked it up and ran the women's team. And do you know what the worst thing was?
What?
The women's players had to buy their own kit and that. Yeah, when Mike actually was in charge.
Jesus, that's bad.
Let's see. They were playing for Newcastle, but they were paying for their own shirts to Mike Ashley, who didn't care about the women's team.
God, blimey. Obviously Amanda Staley as well. Obviously, she joined the club for a short while.
Yeah, that's the thing. Amanda loved the women's team. She adored the women's team.
Apparently, she was taking lots of praise to the men's team as well. Apparently, obviously getting to
she
Wembley.
was, but she took the women's team like as her own. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
She went to every home game for the women.
Wow. And last question before we move on to fan experience: are there any players would you like to see sign in the next transfer window?
Back in the day, if money wasn't an option, I would have said Neymar. Neymar, like them ridiculous players.
Realistic targets. So what are you looking at?
Yamal from Barcelona.
Do you think James Trafford will come in from Burnley?
I could see that, but if we could spend money, I'll go big and get Yamal off Barca.
Apparently, Edison's leaving in the summer as well. Manchester City don't want him anymore. Apparently,
I would have him, but he's getting old. We want bring young players in to get experience and build them up and sell them.
Right, this is a good question for you. If you could relive any game, which game would it be?
PSG. It's got to be PSG.
This is a very, very good question. What's the most unusual piece of Newcastle memorabilia what you own?
Ooh.
And you look at it all around. It's a good question.
That's actually this is technically Newcastle, but not Newcastle related, if that makes sense.
It's Newcastle United, yeah. It's pretty much Newcastle United.
It is, but it isn't.
Yeah, what's the unusual thing what you've got here then? Oh, goalkeeper gloves.
But look who off.
Is that Tim Krul?
Yep, exactly.
Hey, what I guess?
It's Tim's.
Bloody hell. I'll tell you a little story about Tim Krul as well. My mum and dad met him in Indian restaurant. I think it was about 9 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, probably, when he was playing for the club. My mum and dad met him in Indians on Sunderland Road, Sargis. He was at.
I tell you how I got them. You remember? Remember Amy from Cedars?
Amy Shiraldi.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know her teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Aiken, I think it was. You remember where the computer room used to be?
Miss Aiken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her friend knew Tim Krul's wife.
Is that how you got them off her?
That's how I got them.
Wow. That's really good, that's how she's just doing that for you.
No, because you remember the match attacks?
Yes, the cards.
The cards. I got, for some reason, in one pack, I got Tim Krul twice in one pack.
Bloody hell.
I said, can I have that signed? It took a while, but it probably took about 2 years, but I finally got them. He was not playing for Newcastle, by the way. He was playing for Ajax. But when I got the card, he was playing for Newcastle.
Wow.
Is that okay, Bradley?
That's interesting. That's really
because technically that is not a Newcastle related thing, but it was, if that makes sense.
It is because goalkeeper gloves actually for a former player, so it's kind of Newcastle United thing.
And obviously, hang on, I can do this as well. Also, me Shea Giffen shirt.
Shea Giffen shirt. I remember that one what you showed me ages ago.
Yeah, I had the show on the stream as well.
And if you could meet any player or manager from Newcastle's history, who would it be and why?
Oh God! It's got to be Sir Bobby.
Sir Bobby Robson.
It's got to be Sir Bobby.
If he was still around, obviously that would be, but he's not, unfortunately. Quite sad, but yeah. This is a good question for you as well. How do you usually watch games? Do you watch them at a stadium all the time, or do you watch them at home sometimes, or do you watch them at a pub? Or do you watch them at all three?
Well, there's two. I go to the home games and watch the games at home when it's away.
So do you not go to a pub every time to watch the away games? Do you not go in the pub and
No,
celebrate plans?
No, I just watch it at home because hey, wink, wink, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
if you get the hint, it's a
Yeah.
look. Read me lips.
Yes, I get what you mean. Yes, that. But what's it like St James's Park on a match day? What's it like?
Depends what time kickoff is.
So,
If this is a 3 p.m. kickoff, it's decent. 12:30 kickoff, it's crap.
Is it?
If it's a late kickoff under the lights, brilliant atmosphere.
It's sensational on the lights.
It's weird. If you ever see a Newcastle game on TV at 8, if it's an 8 p.m. kickoff on TV, look how different the grass looks. The green, it's actually a different green.
We'll have to have a look at that next time.
It's weird.
And last question before we actually end this: do you have a favourite Newcastle United chant or song?
It changes. It changes.
So what is it now? Then what's your favourite chant now?
It just keeps changing all the time. Depends what mood I'm in.
So what mood are you in now? What kind of thing are you in now?
As I said, I can't pick any because they all mean different things.
Good question.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It depends.
Do you like the general like blatant racist song?
We don't actually don't really chant that anymore, you know.
Do you not?
We actually play before the game.
Oh wow, that's interesting. But I know you do that song at the end. What goes?
Yeah, the local hero.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, but obviously before it's weird because obviously before the game we play Hey Ho, Let's Go. Obviously, like they're all up and ready to go. Like as you people know, that's probably that song.
Yeah.
Then they walk out to play the bloody Premier League anthem. What's boring?
Yeah.
And then we play the local hero. But I love what referees do now. You know.
What do they do?
They actually don't. They don't actually whistle before the Premier League before we actually finish that. Before they finish the local hero.
Do they not?
Like because they go the drums, and the person goes enjoy the game, and then the referee blows the whistle. It's it's perfectly timed.
So it's perfect through, yeah. But yeah, that was very interesting, Lewis. Thank you for obviously having you on this evening.
No problem. As people see in the background, there's me Newcastle calendar with Bruno.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. But don't you worry because we will see Lewis lots more now because obviously
I'm technically a member or whatever.
You're technically a special guest now. You're not like one of these will come on like once every few months now. You're one of these like special guests will come on.
Comes up if you have to fill a void, then I jump on.
Yeah, but yes, what we might do is we might see Lewis again on Friday for the pre-recorded video, like we have mentioned before we started. I forgot
the FA Cup game. Yay!
FA Cup game on Sunday, and also about the Liverpool reactions tomorrow night. What the thoughts were? Can Newcastle steal the 3 points against top Liverpool?
I'm saying we're going to get beat 10-0.
10-0?
Yep.
No, I don't think that, mate.
No, but that's what I do think at the minute.
I think a crazy scoreline about 7-0, but realistically, I'm going to go 3-1. That's realistic.
I would like to see us get a goal, but I don't think we will.
Alexander Isak will score. Believe it or not, that's all I think. But yes, all you mighty Geordies, I hope you watch this video when it comes out later on. Well, it is out. Technically, it is out on live. But yes, watch it. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like our content, what you're seeing. And we'll see you on Friday evening after the Sunderland game. Because Sunderland play on Friday night, so I'm going to be on live straight after. But yeah. How are the lads? Ta-ra, everybody. How are the lads?